This proves one thing. They're listening. They're listening to your feedback. They're listening to your comments. Before we get into today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a business management software that's been tailored for trucking by owner-operator Prime, OTR on the revenue. If you guys are a lease op, owner-op, especially with Prime in the trucking industry, you want to check out OTR today, guys. This thing's going to keep track of your loads, your revenue, your fuel, everything. Tax deductions, expenses, the whole 9 yards. Don't forget to put Freight Skater in the referral section. Get you a free 30-day free trial, which is $15 a month after that. Check it out today. Back again with another video. This is going to be a follow-up to our camera video we did last week. Watched the safety meeting from this past Friday, and I just want to apologize to you guys. Apparently I put out some false information that was given to me. They're reliable sources. We're going to take a look at a couple clips here at the safety meeting about the driver-facing cameras that was portrayed to have been in testing. Turns out they're not testing driver-facing cameras, and we're going to get into that in just a second. Also, the safety meeting did have a couple other things I want to touch base on. So the PC program, once again, is going into full effect, and they actually had a driver stand up and ask about the previous program that Prime was attempting to enforce about restricting the PC offenders and then ultimately taking the PC away. You can take a look right here. This is the answer that we got.
I'm sure everybody else here is as aware as I am that across social media, there's plenty of questions about why the change, what was the thought process, and why the implementation of this versus the old policy.
I'll answer that question.
All right.
Hey, here's the deal. So as it pertains to hours of service, our CSA numbers are not what we want them to be. And if we continue to do what we were doing, the reasonable expectation is to yield the same results that we were yielding. You know, the easy thing for us to do, and a lot of major carriers have done this, is to just take it away completely. We took the harder route and said, not only do folks that deserve access to personal conveyance, even our folks that you talked about that no longer had access, they too have access to it. So it may feel like that's a punitive change, and you know we're punishing folks that didn't do anything wrong because of the folks that did do wrong. We just want you to take that one additional step. Let us audit it on the front end instead of on the back end. We got to protect the entire company.
It's totally CSA point based. They're trying to get those CSA points down, so clearly they stated that they could have went the easy route, which was take PC away from everybody, but they are wanting to, they're claiming that they want to audit it and edit it on the front end versus the back end. That's taking into account that the driver will do as they're saying they're going to do to their logs and operate the PC under the recommended usage by the log advisor. So that's not going to change. PC program is going to ultimately end up rolling out by the summer, they're still stating. And also, guys, something that I had pushed for on the DAB group for the 2+ years, almost 3 years I was on it, was trailer accountability. And they touched base on that this week on the safety meeting. And we'll take a look at that clip right now.
I'm sure you send a macro 21. That way Road Assist knows about it.
What I'm going to say is probably not going to be real popular, but is there a way that you can hit the driver's pocketbooks that drop these really nasty trailers in places? I mean, I'm really upset about that, as you can tell.
Sure, absolutely. So am I. You know, we needed that trailer to be clean, dry, and full of fuel. So to answer your question, yes, we've all got skin in the game. Right thing to do is to compensate the driver that takes care of that trailer for the previous driver and charge that back to the previous driver. Yep, all you got to do is let your fleet manager know. We can see who had the trailer before, who's dropped it.
When that driver asked about, you know, what can we do to the previous drivers that dropped trailers either unclean, damaged, something wrong with them, inoperable for the next driver. Obviously, Prime's taking the approach that I'd actually made a video about this, trailer maintenance accountability, charging back the previous driver or rewarding the current driver that's having to deal with those issues. So Prime is actually taking that approach finally, so it's good to see that. That's a good thing. There's no driver that, you know, needs to be punished that had nothing to do with, you know, that trailer being dropped like that. And that's ultimately what happens when a driver goes to pick a trailer up that was dropped dirty, dropped empty of fuel, dropped with damages, maintenance problems, reefer not running. Who takes the hit on that? That's the driver picking that trailer up with that load, or picking that trailer up as an empty to go get another load. So that's good. So guys, make sure that you're doing your post-trip, pre-trip inspections on your trailers. Document it. If you got any issues with your trailer, and even if you can't get it fixed on your time, make sure you send Road Assist a message if you're at Prime, and they will get that handled for you. But at least you have it documented. Keep your trailer washout receipts, all that stuff, like they can see everything. So let's take a look at this right here, because Dennis Davis, the head of safety, actually made a bold statement that I was not expecting. So let's look at this right here.
Apparently, there was some information on social media the last couple of weeks about cameras. All right. So, fact or fiction? All right. Prime is going to start recording the inside of drivers' cabs with video available to see through from fleet managers, IT, safety department, etc. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Fiction. There you go. Fiction. Good job. Good job, Jessica. That is fiction. You know, we are testing some products here coming up this week. We do plan to test some inward-facing AI technology. We don't plan to capture any video of you driving, of you doing whatever you do on the inside of your truck. We won't be capturing any of that video, but we are testing some inward-facing technology.
You guys heard it firsthand. No cameras inside the cab. There's nothing that's going to be in the cab that records audio, video, nothing. So we've been told for years by Steve Fields, Prime, everybody, and if you're not familiar, Steve Fields was the head of the director of safety for Prime for, God, I don't know how many years, but he just retired. Dennis Davis took over his place. And Steve Fields, Prime, Robert Lowe has always said no driver-facing cameras. So Dennis just confirmed that. And I'm going to go a step further. When they did the safety meeting, in the comments, Prime addressed a comment from either a viewer and even reaffirmed that and confirmed that there will be absolutely no driver cab inward-facing cameras whatsoever. So guys, thank God I was wrong. Okay, I'm props to Prime for that. And I know, I'm hoping 100% they're going to hold true to that, because guys, I know a lot of you are worried about it, but this proves one thing: they're listening. They're listening to your feedback. They're listening to your comments. Information on social media has been brought up several times throughout this last week since I dropped the video on the cameras. My goal in that video was not to bash Prime in any way. My goal in that video is to get people's feedback, get their comments. Guys, Prime has always treated it like they want to know about the drivers. I mean, right here, you'll hear what they say about transparency. Listen to this.
We're a little different company than others out there, and we are completely transparent. You are welcome anywhere in the building. When you're here, please come find your fleet manager, your payroll associate, your road assist associate. You know, make those relationships with everyone that you'll be dealing with out there. When you're on the road, when you need something, stop by and say hi to us in the safety department. You don't have to just come see us. You know, whenever we need to talk to you about a safety related issue, if you have any questions, you know, please feel free to stop by. And like Dennis said, if we don't know the answer, somebody here does, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction. So you truly are the captain of the ship.
And we can't, talk out of one side of our mouth, say one thing and do another when it comes to when the rubber hits the road. So, like I said, John said, we're transparent. There's healthy tension in those areas. I love it. But at the end of the day, if the driver says, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with doing it," so be it.
Yeah.
Right there. Open door policy, guys. They are asking you for that feedback, and that's what these videos are meant to generate, is that feedback. Get that information, get your opinions, get your thoughts to them so they can make the best decision for the fleet, involving the fleet, not excluding the fleet, because that's what counts, guys. Several times in these safety meetings, they will tell you the drivers are the most important part of our operation. Guys, I truly believe that. I truly believe Prime cares 100%. I truly believe that they are in the best interest of the fleet as a whole. Give them your comments, give them your feedback on everything, and that's what this whole video is about, guys. I'm truly excited to see what happens. Like I said, we're all for the outward-facing camera. That's definitely going to protect the drivers, going to protect Prime and incidents, stuff like that, especially non-preventables. But as far as the inward-facing, I think it was unanimous. Nobody wants an inward-facing camera on them. I didn't see anybody in the comments that if you want a driver inward-facing camera in your truck here at Prime, please leave in the comments below. I would love to know, like, you know, who it is that wants these cameras. But Dennis Davis, head of safety, Prime themselves on their viewer chat, both said no driver-facing cameras, guys. I'm excited about that. Thank God, you know, because we've all, you know, the biggest thing is not just the privacy aspect of it, not knowing who's looking through the camera, but it's also giving another variable to pin something on the driver. So in an accident, when an outward-facing camera has always been good enough to say, hey, that driver was not at fault for this accident. This was a non-preventable accident. You know, given a scenario, the driver is a forward-facing camera deems the driver's not at fault and they get T-boned. You know, driver runs a red light, T-bones a CMB. If that camera picks up, oh, that driver looked left watching his trailer, he's inattentive driving or he's distracted driving, and then boom, all it just gives a jury probable cause and reasonable doubt to say, hey, well, yeah, if the driver wouldn't have been looking at his trailer, he probably could have stopped in time, and that drunk driver wouldn't have hit him running through that red light. It'd hit the guy across the way. So it just gives another way to pin something on the driver, guys. And I don't think that, you know, with the privacy aspect of it and all that, and obviously the fear of the micromanagement possibilities, I don't think driver facing is the way to go. So, and I think Prime feels the same way. As you can see here, they have made it very clear, no driver facing camera. Guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope and pray that this is 100% locked down. We're good to go. And hopefully for the future, you know, we're getting this correct information out to you guys, because Freight Skater Trucking is not about giving you guys false information. It's about bringing you guys in the now. And I encourage every single one of you, if you are interested in trucking, you're interested in Prime, you're coming to Prime, you're at Prime, or you just found this channel, watch these safety meetings, guys. I always try to put a link in the community chat every Friday. Watch Prime safety meetings, guys, on their channel, on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever. Guys, check it out. They're going to keep you guys informed on what's going on at Prime, what's coming up, what has happened. You're going to be in the loop. So thank you so much for watching, guys. The first time joining the channel, don't forget to like, sub, and share the channel. Till the next one, stay safe. God bless. Freight Skater out.